Hey, listeners, it's your host, Bad Obsessive Chris here with a special look at our exclusive Patreon only episodes. In this episode, Mark and I will be reviewing the next 3 episodes of Gotham, the show, and I think you'll enjoy what you have in store here. Hopefully, this little taste, these first few minutes, will give you an idea of what's going on over there, and hopefully, you'll want to support us. Every little bit that everyone gives is really helping us take the show to the next level. Huge thank you to the Patreon supporters we already have that are making this content possible and make it possible for us to release more frequently with the lives that we're living now. We really appreciate it. We know it is hard times, so when you choose to support us, it means a lot to us, and we are committed to bringing the best quality episodes, both to the Patreon exclusives and to the regular available for everyone episodes, so that everyone is getting an amazing quality content. And we thank you for that. Also, I want to let you know that we have more exciting shows that are going to be added to our Patreon exclusives, including a show that will soon have interviews with guests that you've heard on Gotham Outsiders, but as you've never heard them before. So it's a great time to jump on board, and like I said, every bit helps. So my question for you, I always think about this being a fan of superheroes. If you had to keep a secret from your partner to keep them safe, is there a way to do that without tanking your relationship?
That's like the $1 million superhero question,
Isn't
though,
it?
right?
Right?
Because, you could be Spider-Man, you could be Batman, you could be whoever, right?
Right?
But the fact of the matter is that you're putting them in danger by letting them know this information because if they
Yeah.
have it, then they can be tortured for it, right?
Right.
So what do you do then, right? It's
Yeah,
like,
but you're also like potentially putting them in danger by not knowing it because
of
then they
course,
don't
of
have all the
course.
information. So
Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
which gamble are you gonna take?
Yeah, I would say that I think that for a while I would have to be secure in what I am doing to
Yeah,
be able to take care of myself and people important to me before I could like commit to like this is what's going on, this is what I'm doing. I
right.
know what I'm doing. Now, what do we need to get you to a point where you can be safe knowing this information?
Yeah, that's exactly it. So I was
Does
thinking
that make
about that.
sense, right? If you're
Yeah,
gonna bring them into the inner circle, so to speak, but they should be part of that inner circle. They
one
can
would
be an
hope.
oracle, they can be they can be
Yeah,
not necessarily a psychic, but you're going to learn with me what I know so that you can defend yourself should anybody ever come to get this information.
right. I feel like, and
So,
most of
yeah.
the time, I feel like the way it works, I'm thinking like the Flash TV show, the way it works out is like when he brings Iris in, everything
Yeah.
improves. Like his life
Yeah.
improves. She's better for the
Yeah.
team. But this show, I swear to God, every piece of information that Jim gives to Barbara, she uses in some negative way. I'm like, maybe this bitch can't be trusted.
But you know what? I also feel like that's her on her too.
I
There's
agree.
something about Barbara that
She just,
invites that type of behavior,
she's
and it shouldn't
chaotic.
be that way.
She's
I don't know.
chaotic.
I don't trust her, right?
No,
And so I think
it's
he
really
had the
funny.
right instinct because I think he has great instincts,
I do
right?
too. I do too.
And I
Yeah.
realized that it may not even be a fact that he's necessarily lying to her. Like maybe he doesn't know if he can trust her with this information.
I know that, and it's
Is
valid,
that
right?
horrible
Like,
for me to say those? Like,
no, I know I'm with you. So we are not Team Barbara,
no, we are not
and
Team
it's
Barbara
not,
on
and
this
it is
one.
not Barbara as
Yeah.
a Batgirl for people who don't remember. This is a different Barbara. This is OG Barbara. Gordon's significant other for the comics, Barbara. But she is, I don't know, man, she pissed me off so many times in these 3 episodes. I was like, girl, you need to get it together. And
It's just she's a frustrating
she's
character
a
for
frustrating
sure.
character.
Yeah. Yeah.
She, so, okay. In the last set of episodes we talked about last time, he tells her one piece of information. She immediately calls the press. I mean, like, not a great trust
No.
exercise.
No, no,
In
no.
in this one, she's literally promised to tell Montoya everything.
Yeah, yeah.
That's correct, actually. He shouldn't have told you shit.
And I honestly, it's funny because here's the thing. I don't like her
Yeah.
with Jim,
Yes.
but I love her with Montoya.
Oh yeah, it'd be
There's
great.
there's
Just let Jim
something
go.
there.
Free him.
I feel like
Yes.
there's better energy there between
Yeah.
those two than
Yeah.
there is with her and Jim. Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
there's some weird like she and Jim fall into a very like classic gendered stereotype when they're together, but her and
Hmm.
Montoya have a very equal relationship. And I'm like, yeah, go for it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I was so frustrated.
So in that sense, I am Team Barbara with her and
Yeah.
Montoya. I think that's great. But anyway,
Yeah, but she can't be trusted with information. That is,
no, she
and
cannot.
so
Yeah,
like
she's like the friend
over,
that you would say, don't tell anybody. And by the end of the day,
right.
everybody's gonna know.
100%, 1,000. Oh yeah, she was spreading rumors around the playground. You know what? Barbara was a mean girl in school. That is a fact. That is a fact, and I will die on that hill. She was a mean girl in school.
She was.
It's one of those
Oh my God.
situations where if she'd known Montoya in high school, she would have bullied her.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Okay. But truly, like, so her arc over these three episodes is giving Gordon an ultimatum to tell her everything. And then
yeah.
she backs down to just tell me half. I don't even know what that means in a practical sense. Um, and then we don't see him tell her anything. So I don't truly know what happened with that
Yeah.
ultimatum. But okay, my thought is, because I've really given this a lot of thought. I don't like the idea of like lying to a partner, but I feel like there should be room for you to be like, "Hey, I have a secret. Right now, it's not okay for me to tell you, but I just need you to trust me." Like that feels like that's an okay thing. Like if you're communicating, I can't tell you something,
Yes.
but
Yes.
you love me, so I need you to like lean on that trust that
Trust
when I
me. Yeah.
can,
Yeah.
right? That when I can, I will. And I
Yeah.
feel like he did try to do that, and she was like, "Nope."
I literally saw a video today that like I think I saw two of them that were like so no, three
Yeah.
inspiring things that weren't necessarily supposed to be like too like schmaltzy.
Yeah.
It were great, and my jaw dropped because I was like, I kind of needed these today. Why did they all just happen to pop?
Uh,
But one of them was about relationships
hmm.
and how when you change, it doesn't automatically mean, oh, we're not compatible anymore.
Right. Of
Goodbye, right? It
course.
means that you leave a bit of a space open for
Hmm.
that change because it's going to
Yeah.
happen. And you got
Yeah.
to allow people to grow. And then they're going to come back in. And then
Yeah.
you guys see, well, let's work this out. Who is this not person that you're becoming? Well, I guess you can say that
Yeah.
too. But where are you at in your journey,
Yeah.
and how can I be part of it? And
Yeah.
it's like so it was really interesting to hear that today because now we're having this conversation, right?
Right.
That's not something that's afforded to Jim
No.
necessarily. He's like
It-
stomping her foot like, I want an Oompa Loompa now, daddy. I want it's like,
yeah. And it's not like so okay. Like what annoys me is like the Barry Allen where he's like, I'm not I have no secrets. I'm an open book. But
yeah,
Jim's not like that. He's like, I have secrets. We
yeah,
just can't talk about them
and
right
his
now.
line of work is
Literally. She's a
literally.
fucking lawyer, right? Like, isn't
Yeah,
that her
she
job?
should know better. It's like I would never want her to be my doctor. It's like,
Oh my God. Nope. Yeah. But that's like, I really think about this a lot. Like lying, I get why that would be not a thing for
yeah,
a
yeah,
relationship, obviously. But I don't think that it's actually healthy to have no room for private thoughts. Like you
yeah,
have to share everything with the other person in order to
yeah,
be trustworthy. Doesn't feel like reasonable to me.
exactly. Yeah. It's
It's just
not
like,
fair. You feel trapped. You feel like you cannot be allowed
right.
to figure something out. Like
Yeah.
obviously if it's something super important where there's a
Yeah.
time frame on it and you have to work through it with your partner, wife,
Yeah.
whatever. But it's another thing when you're like, I need to figure this out. I need some time. If you
Yeah.
don't give me that time, then we are gonna have a problem,
Yeah.
So yeah. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And
she
like,
just the Barbara's a mess.
she
It's
is.
like, but
She's a
but the
mess.
cool thing is about that is that the character's written in such a way where like they're doing exactly what they're supposed to do, and we're
I know.
reacting to it.
I know 100%. Like this actress is doing an amazing job being so frustrating, which is her role. So it's no shade on her. She's amazing.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
just this character pisses me off every time she's on screen. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, it's just
I genuinely in episode
yeah.
what is it? Episode 6 that we watched today, I thought they broke up. I didn't realize they didn't break up, and I was so
Yeah.
relieved. And then the episode yeah, episode 6, it like has a scene where he and her are working it out, and I was like, no,
No,
I thought it
no.
was over.
Why?
Plus, that we were talking about that Miss Girl must tell everything. Did not reveal to him that she dated one of his coworkers, which feels like it might be really relevant information.
Yeah, see, so that's what I'm saying. It's like it's not a very level playing
It's
field
not.
here,
And
you
then this
know?
bitch, she literally is like, "Oh, is it because I'm bisexual?" And he's like, "No, it's because you're a liar." What
I
are
would
you?
have oh my I would have went off at that point. I'm like,
Are
you
you
know what? No, that's what
fucking
makes you
kidding
actually
me?
interesting, okay? Just
Yeah. Like, are you kidding? You're really gonna pull the, "Oh, you're mad because I'm bisexual." You dated the woman that's trying to arrest me, and you didn't think that was relevant information. Thank you for listening to this Patreon preview episode. If you want to hear the rest of the content, please subscribe over on Patreon. And for $4 a month, you will get access to all of our Patreon exclusive content, the chance to vote in polls, and much, much more. And we hope that you do, because again, that keeps the lights on over here. Thank you much.